Professor Terry Clark.
Jolene Ridgewine, and I'm a Senior Administrative Assistant.
Graham Ramsden, Associate Professor of Political Science at Creighton University.
My name is Jim. My title is Professor.
My name is Richard C. Whitmer. My title is Assistant Professor of Political Science and International Studies or International Relations.
Betty Navid Evans, Professor of Political Science.
Sue Crawford. I'm Associate Professor of Political Science and International Studies.
Ken Wise, Associate Professor of Political Science and International Relations, Creighton University.
Philip Meeks, Associate Professor, Political Science, Creighton University.
Hello, and welcome to Creighton Political Science, The Inside Story. I'm your host, Lauren Pascal. This week, I've had the chance to sit down and talk with some of the members of Creighton's Political Science Department. I asked each of them the same hard-hitting questions to reveal the organizational dynamics that are bubbling beneath the surface. Some of my findings were startling, disturbing even. Let's talk about Jim Wunsch.
Oh,
I've heard his leadership style is tough. Who would you compare him to?
a couple of former attorney generals come to mind. Ashcroft, somewhere is on the top of my list, but Nixon's attorney general, John Mitchell, comes to mind. I could just keep going. A great many. Oh, Karl Rove has to be on top of that list. Shall we go on?
Let's go with Idi Amin.
Why?
Repressive dictator, slaughters his own people.
Concerns with Dr. Wunsch's chairmanship loomed as I dug even deeper into the collective psyche of the department. Who does he remind you of?
I would say there's many to choose from. Newt Gingrich.
Why?
I think he was associated with very mean-spirited politics.
Pat Robertson.
Joseph Stalin.
Really?
The eel-minded person.
Dear old grandpa, wonderful old grandpa, I don't think had a clue how the world works.
Tell me what you think.
A while ago, I would have said Clinton, and right now, I'd say Tom DeLay.
Ted Kennedy. He's a hypocrite. I mean, I could think of lots of others. I mean, David Duke is another one that comes to mind. Oh, Joseph Stalin. Well, just barely. No one doesn't quite make it. Joseph Stalin. The entire political leadership of the Soviet Union, the entire political leadership of the Communist people, of the Communist Party of the People's Republic of China, Fidel Castro. I mean, these are all people that managed to kill lots of people in the name of progress.
Oh my. Tell me, Dr. Meeks, what do you think of Dr. Wunsch?
An absolute career kiss-ass, broke federal laws, got away with it.
Really? Which one?
I can't say it on tape.
Tell me, Dr. Wunsch, just who is it that you are trying to emulate as you head up the political science department?
Hillary Clinton. I've been teaching for 36 years. Do you understand that?
As my time with Dr. Wunsch went on, it became obvious that something was clearly wrong.
These are a few of my favorite things. The autumn leaves drift by my window.
His behavior caused me to question the other professors as well. Dr. Clark, have you ever experienced any problems with mental illness?
I'm schizoid, I'm paranoid, a few other qualities that all are endearing.
Dr. Clark, have you ever served time in prison?
I think I'm finishing my 12th year at Creighton, and before that I had a year at Illinois.
Dr. Evans, what is it that makes your life worth living?
Failed students, of course. Oh God, really, really bad grades because I just get such glee out of it.
Why?
I'm a shameless carnivore. I like blood and guts. Oh, you're finding out some very bad things.
Dr. Ramsden, how many times have you canceled class this year?
I can't remember
Why?
because I'm totally confused.
Can you give me a rough estimate?
400 or 500 a lot of times.
Why?
Good beer.
Do you think you have a problem?
No. Absolutely not.
What's going to give me an edge when it comes to my statistical ability?
The requisite thing about studying statistics is you've got to feel it in your gut.
Do you have any idea why we take 310?
I have no idea.
After these appalling discoveries, including the fact that research methods is a complete waste of time, I had hoped that I would find something more promising in the department's new hire, Dr. Whitmer.
Dr. Whitmer, what's your technique for capturing the attention of your students?
I don't know, probably have to say sleep.
Really? What was the most validating experience you ever had as a professor?
Having students get up and start walking out.
Morong, what do you think of Dr. Whitmer?
Not good. Very insulting.
Dr. Crawford, what do you think of Dr. Whitmer?
I don't know. It's bright. Assertive. Obnoxious.
As Dr. Crawford struggled to control her facial contortions, I struggled to grasp the reality of the deteriorating political science department.
Dr. Wise, what is it that you most regret not learning how to do?
Probably read,
Really?
pretty much.
So you must have a difficult time doing all of your schoolwork, don't you?
In part because of the physical action of having to read, which is a little difficult.
I asked Dr. Meeks and several of his colleagues about a very difficult incident. Dr. Meeks, between London, France, and underpants, which would you choose?
France without doubt.
All right, France. What was it that happened to make you change your mind?
The seam of my pants between the legs has ripped.
What happened the day Dr. Meeks' pants split open?
Stunk up the entire school.
What did it smell like?
Sauerkraut.
Dr. Wise, do you remember that fateful day when Dr. Meeks' pants split open?
Painful memory. I'm very good at avoiding memories like that.
Last but not least, I asked Jolene Richwine, the senior administrative assistant, to give us a feel for her experience. Jolene,
That would be me.
what do you think of the professors? You know, you get a feel for them more than we do.
They can be uppity, they can be cuddly, or they can be where they don't even really care if they're around people.
Do you ever feel overworked?
Pretty much.
Do you feel like you made a good career choice?
No, I messed up. I had a life before political science.
Didn't we all, Jolene? Didn't we all?
As can be seen, things are getting pretty serious on the 4th floor of Creighton's administration building. As the days go by, we are left to wonder, how long until this ticking time bomb explodes? How many more years of abuse will the students be forced to endure? Only time will tell. Thanks for joining us.
Terrible. This semester sucks. I want the semester to be over.
Yeah?
I want to leave town. Oh, you found my tripod.
Supporting cast who think I'm leaving. Never mind that we were having an extremely important conference.